Well, hello, Ethan. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
After a day of work, pretty good.
It's good.
Nice and
Your
relaxed.
headache
Still
gone?
have still have a headache, but
Hmm.
it's life. I even took some stuff to try and knock that back a little bit. And, yeah, kind of worked, but not a lot. But that's okay. I'm used to them.
That happens.
Yeah, sadly it does. Sadly it does. So it's been a hot minute since we recorded. What, a couple weeks ago? Feels like. What have you been doing? Staying busy out working and everything, or
Yeah,
anything
just working.
exciting going on?
No.
No,
Mm-mm. Just working.
it's fair. It's fair.
Hanging out.
Fingers all better, right?
Yeah, figure's good. Still
It's good.
attached.
There was a question at one point in time, as you gave yourself the "Don't Be Stupid" award last time.
Well, yeah, you just don't catch a grinder.
I hear ya.
I still
I,
caught it. Wasn't broken.
yeah, that's nice. Took a nice little chunk of skin out though.
Yeah, I even set it down and walked calmly.
So you passed out,
Yeah, well,
presumably.
that's what happens when you see your finger meat.
Finger meat. That is a fantastic
That's what it looked like under the
descriptor.
water.
Nah, I don't doubt that. It hurts a lot. Oh well.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on how the World Series went down? Because after or during our last podcast, Dave made mention that he didn't think it would be swept, and it wasn't. He thought it would go the full seven. It did not. So, how do you feel about how it ended? How it went down?
I feel like the fifth inning is going to haunt Yankees fans forever.
Oh my, yeah, yeah. And I apologize for hearing the mascots. They just came in from outside and they want to play. So if you hear the dogs, I apologize. Yeah, yeah. How many errors did they have in that inning?
Anthony Rizzo had the one to first to score the run. I think what all started it was, I mean, it was the right play for Volpe, but he had a ground ball, and that loaded the bases because he threw it to third, and it bounced, and the third baseman didn't catch it. So
Yeah.
there's two.
Then you also had Cole not going to first base.
Yeah, that was the one I was talking about with Rizzo.
Yeah. You just can't. You can't. As a pitcher, you got to know. Go
Aaron
down. Go.
Judge dropped the fly ball.
Yeah. That's right. I did forget about that.
It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to forget about that.
Well, look who you're dealing with. It's hard to remember things right now.
Deion Sanders could have caught that.
Deion Sanders could catch a lot of things that most people can, though.
He's 50 plus right now.
In his prime.
I'm not talking about in his prime. You throw
Okay.
Deion Sanders out there right there where Aaron Judge was, he's making that catch.
Oh, yes. He's still got speed. Hey, hold up. Look, I will put
They're
you outside
fighting.
if you don't knock it off. Yeah, he's still got speed. He'd catch it.
It was hit
Definitely.
right to him.
Yes. Yes. I truly did not see. I could have seen six. I didn't see five.
I
I
thought
didn't.
the Yankees were at least going to put up a fight.
Yeah. New York radio stations have lost their minds since the World Series.
No, I mean, that's what happens when you can't score any runs and Aaron Judge can't hit home runs and Stanton can't hit home runs. And
So I saw an interesting analysis on X today about the Yankees. I want your take on it. I don't know that I agree. So, don't remember the time frame, but at one point in time, the Yankees won 20 World Series in 50 years.
Yeah, you want to know who saw all of them? Betty White.
That is not where I thought you were going. You're not wrong. I just didn't think you were going that way. That was funny.
Gotta catch people off guard.
That's fair. So I see that. And I think, that's one every 3-ish years, which is not a bad run. But the last 50 years, they've won 7. So this is where I thought, okay, here is absolute fan entitlement. Because over the last 50 years, I would say the competition has gotten significantly tougher. Am I wrong?
It's hard.
It's hard.
Baseball's really hard.
Yeah. And when you can see that there has not been a back-to-back World Series winner in how long? Mid-yachts? Mid-2000s? I don't even remember.
I don't know.
I don't remember the last time we had a back-to-back World Series winner. So if you're doing that, that speaks to the value of the competition and how tough the competition has gotten. Because now you're not just throwing a bunch of players, the beer drinking players, out on the field every day, which, yeah, back when they were winning 20 World Series in those 50 years, some of those players were notorious for the alcohol they could put away.
Well, you also had to look at who they had too when they won those World Series.
Exactly. And I'm not discounting the talent that they have right now either when I say that. Because they've got some really good players right now
they've
too.
paid a lot for their lineup too.
Really? Little Miss Dizzy is spinning here because she's not sure she wants to go outside. May, just go outside. There you go. But the other part to that is why I think the competition is getting better is because you have so many players that are working out all year long. They are they are honing their art, their craft. So they're working on it. They'll take 2-3 weeks, maybe a month off after the World Series, but then they're right back at it. As I see
That's
it.
if you make it to the World Series.
Yeah, if you do make it to the World Series. If not, and your season ended, you may watch through the World Series, but you may be in a cage. You may be on the mound, stretching, throwing. I mean, what do you guys do? What do your boys do in the offseason? Long toss. They may be playing fall ball. They get about a month off from the end of fall ball to the time workouts start. Voluntary workouts.
Yeah.
Should I say.
And they have like voluntary winter workouts and whatever.
So. Yeah, and that doesn't include the time that they go to the hitting cage on their own. Doesn't include the time they may be out with little brother or big brother or dad out in the yard doing some long toss. I just the amount of work that players put in to the sport today, significantly better and more advanced than what it was. Also, they're probably taking a little better care of their bodies.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the guys back then would pull out their pack of cigarettes and smoke them while they were in the
bullpen, dugout, whatever.
Locker room after the game. Yeah. So, and
I mean, look at Jim Leland. He was on the bench.
Yeah.
During the game.
Yep. funny that you would bring Jim Leland up, but I mean, even when he was a manager back in the 80s, he was doing that.
That's why I said it.
Yeah. So I think the analysis is a little skewed and definitely a fan-centric observation, not a wrong observation, but the end question was, would you still be a fan if they weren't winning a World Series every 3 years? And I'm sitting here thinking, bro, my team hasn't won a World Series.
Ever.
Has never been to the World Series.
Ever.
So I can't speak for how you feel right now. I ain't got no experience with that. I can tell you what it was like when the Seahawks won their championship. And
It's called the Super Bowl.
I know. We were talking the World Series, and that's exactly where I went. And I know how it felt when they lost the second Super Bowl there with the stupid play call.
I hate that. Don't. I'm done.
So yeah. So I know how that feels. But up until they won that first Super Bowl against Denver, I didn't know what it was like to be in the Super Bowl, except for once getting screwed over by the referees. Not me saying it, the referee said it. Just saying. So I know how that feels. And I know what it feels like when your basketball team wins the NBA championship, or your secondary basketball team gets eliminated in the NBA championships. So I've been there. I know those emotions. I want to know what it's like to win a World Series. For that matter, lose a World Series.
No.
I just want to get to the World Series.
I don't like losing.
I didn't say I like losing. But if I have my choice, never get to the World Series or lose in the World Series.
Never make it to the World Series.
Really?
I don't want that heartbreak.
Huh.
Knowing I took second place.
You mean first loser?
You do all you can the entire season. And it's 100% gone. Yes. I'd rather never make it.
Okay, interesting assessment. Wow, you two girls. These dogs are going to kill me, dude.
If I could make the playoffs, it'd be cool. But if I never make a World Series, then I'm never going to lose one.
I mean, I see the argument there. I get it. I don't know, though.
I don't know if I could.
And also, speaking of World Series, absolutely Freddie Freeman needed to win that MVP.
Oh, for sure.
When he
who else would you have given it to?
Nobody. No, nobody.
Who else?
The pitching that they had, hey, cool, it came through, but
nobody dude hit just under 400 and had 12 RBIs in 5 games.
Exactly.
One of them being a walk-off grand slam.
Did you send me his interview about the walk-off pimping the home run, or was that something else?
Yeah, it was with the Kelsey brothers.
Yes, you did send it to me. Yeah, he even said,
I don't know. I just kind of blacked out. I don't know what that Statue of Liberty was all about, because I normally just put my bat down and jog, but I just blacked out. I don't know what to tell you.
Wouldn't you have done that?
First off, I don't know what I would have done. I might have Jose Bautista the bat, if I'm being honest. I might have Jose Bautista it and caused a lot of problems. Because it's a walk-off grand slam in the World Series. Who
That's my point.
Run? Who wouldn't
That's my point. That is 100% my point, because
I'll throw it back to 2015 Jose Bautista against the Texas Rangers.
You
I'm not
never.
scared.
I know Freddie plays for the Dodgers. I know right now going into 2025, they are the odds-on favorites to win the World Series again. I know
Well,
that.
look who your team is.
That's exactly my point. But you cannot say you're going to get there.
No.
So I don't blame him for just having that moment of soaking it all in, blacking out, doing whatever he does to celebrate the home run, and then call it good. Because you're never guaranteed that'll ever happen again.
I thought it was pretty cool what he did with his dad after
Yes.
after the celebration. That was cool.
Oh, 100% yes. Absolutely. And Dad deserved that.
Yeah.
And Freddie deserved that moment with Dad. So
Oh, for sure.
yeah, I mean that's man, family's everything. Don't matter
Especially
what.
after all he went through with Max.
Yeah, yeah, and you just I don't care what sport you play, but when you hit that pinnacle of your sport, you definitely need to share it with family.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, look at the Kachuk brothers. What they do last year?
They celebrated together.
They did, but Dad never touched that cup. Bro never touched that cup, and it was just Brady, right?
Dad touched it because he's
Did
he's
did Dad?
retired. Yeah.
Oh,
Dad
that's
lifted it.
okay. Okay, but still,
Brady
Bro
was
never
like,
touched it.
nah, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, you're like, nope, not me.
Paul Bissonnette still to this day will not touch that.
Hey, focus. Oh, these dogs. Oh, these dogs. The blind deaf one, I can't blame her for just barking, but she's just trying to play. But she can't see, so she doesn't know Lily doesn't want to play. Oh well. So, end of season awards. How do you feel about this? Did they get them right?
I think so.
Did they miss somebody? Obviously, when you narrow it down to three finalists, you're not going to miss anybody because you have three really good players for those awards. But is it possible you missed somebody in that?
I don't
I
know. I
don't.
thought Jackson Merrill was going to win the Rookie of the Year for sure. Paul Skeens
Really?
had a really good year, but Jackson Merrill went off in the playoffs to help carry the Padres. That's what I think was going to help him just barely beat out Paul Skeens.
Hmm.
That's what I thought personally, but I mean, when you
Okay.
have a 1.9, 1.8, whatever it was, ERA and 170 strikeouts, and you're drafted first overall, and you're called up in 10 months, and you make the All-Star team, I give him full credit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't think they got it
Don't get me
wrong.
wrong, he deserved it, but I feel like Jackson would have barely just pulled it out just because of what he did in the playoffs.
I actually thought it was going to be a close race, and I didn't see the voting. So, and I figured Merrill, if either of the two others were going to pull it out, I think Merrill could have done it. But yeah, okay. Yeah,
And like I
I'm not
said, the
upset.
only reason I thought Jackson was going to pull it out was because of the playoff push that
Yeah.
he helped him with.
So interesting you say that though. These were voted before the playoffs started.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, so you get all the way through the playoffs and World Series before these are voted on or before they're revealed.
But even then,
So,
I still
oh
think
yeah,
Jackson went off.
he had a heck of the end of the year. And I can say that the only advantage that Skeens had was that it was the entire year. Or
Yeah,
Merrill, yeah, it was the entire year for Merrill, but he really came to life there at I don't know mid-August, where
yeah,
it's like, okay, yeah, this dude's really good because
yeah.
he's not they're not getting him out consistently.
I mean,
So
he had like 3 or 4 walk-offs
yeah,
in a month.
yeah, Exactly. And that was in August, wasn't it?
I don't know, 2 or 3 of them were walk-off home runs.
Yeah. Okay, so what we have left is MVPs. Um, Judge, Soto, or Witt? But who are you pulling for? Are you there? Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I I want Bobby Witt to win it personally.
my
I just like
heart,
the way he plays the game.
my heart goes with Witt because Kansas City doesn't make the playoffs without him.
Oh, no. Yeah, they have Salvador Perez, but he's 38 years old.
Well, man, he had kind of resurgence, like a career year towards the end of his career, because he
Yeah,
has not had that kind of year for a couple of years, for what 2 or 3 years.
yeah.
So yeah, Perez, huge, but they don't make the playoffs without Witt. So
No.
that's what I truly
And,
believe.
and
So
they had a couple good pitchers, but
oh yeah. So my heart
pitching
goes
always
with
helps.
Witt. I'm
But
not
you
going to be
know the
surprised.
media. You know the media.
Yeah, but I'm gonna throw a curve at you. I'm not going to be surprised if Soto pulls it out and gets the MVP.
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me.
Truthfully, nothing against Judge. I don't think the Yankees are as good without Soto as they are without Judge. And I'll say why. Soto, to me, has more energy and is a better all-around player than Judge. And they're really close. Don't get me wrong. They are really close.
I don't know. I feel like their defense both kind of sucks. That's their only downfall. Is defense.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see some of the reads that Juan Soto gets out there, you're kind of questioning your sanity and his.
Fair. But you could say that with a few other players too, because Stanton's defense. How do they have a defense in the outfield that isn't very good on defense? Just because of their bats? Hey, Lily, stop it. That's just me. I've seen a lot of bad defense in the outfield. I suffered through Jesse Winker.
That is true.
But
I mean, he helped the Mets make a push.
yeah, how did that happen? I don't know.
Can't be mad at the guy.
No, but his defense wasn't good.
That's why you just use him at the plate. He'll hit a triple down the line. It's okay.
NL MVP. Marte, Lindor, or Otani?
You know who they're going to give it to. That's kind of unanimous.
That's yeah. If it's not an on or if it's not unanimous, I'd be surprised. I don't know. I didn't really pay. I guess Marte had a really good year,
Yeah, Ketel
which
Marte had a really
I
good year.
don't. I just didn't pay that much attention to it because it wasn't as loud. That's the thing. I know he had a good year. It just wasn't loud. Plus, he was in Arizona, and Arizona had a push, just didn't finish the push.
Yeah.
So, Cy Young, Clase, Lugo, or Scooble?
I don't know. Scooble was good.
Dude, Tigers don't win without Scooble. They don't make the playoffs without Scooble.
No.
The end of the year. I mean, he started out hot. He finished hot. Middle of the year, he was hot. But at the end of the year, he was their shutdown guy. If they had a
Yeah.
loss, he'd come in, say, "Give me the ball, let's roll."
The
He'd
dude,
win.
I think, threw like a 97-mile-an-hour slider or something stupid like that.
Yes.
How do you do that?
just like throwing a 98-mile-an-hour sinker.
That's more understandable.
But it's still an off speed. Because if
Your sinker is more or less like your two-seamer that breaks more.
Okay, fair.
Your slider is supposed to slide, and that's what that
Slide.
ball did at 97 miles an hour. How are you supposed?
Yeah.
How is anybody supposed to?
Well,
Jacob deGrom can't even do that.
Class A slider is just as nasty. And he's throwing 97, 98 on that thing as well.
His cutter moves.
Yeah. I give it to Scooble. I do. That's just me.
Yeah.
NL Cy Young, Sale, or Sale, Skeens, or Wheeler?
Skeens.
I don't know. This one is probably a bigger question mark for me than any of the other three. Nah. You know, I guess.
What? Listen. What rookie do you know that's going to come in and do what he did?
I mean, you have a point.
Who's done what he did?
I'm not arguing that fact. I don't know.
Aaron Judge couldn't even touch him.
Well,
Shohei Ohtani did. I watched it.
Ohtani
the first at bat, Ohtani struck out, but then the next at bat, it went the total opposite, and then you hit a home run to dead center.
That one went a long way.
Yeah, it went about 450 dead center.
Because he grabbed a fastball.
Yeah, and it was up in the zone.
It just jerked it. He just turned on that baby. I don't know. I think Sale might pull this one out. And here's why I say it. Because baseball writers are stupid, and that's who's voting on these. And some of them don't want to see rookies win. I don't know why.
I feel like they might get this one right. It's kind of hard to go against the guy. Did Chris Sale have a 190 RA?
No, not at all. Not at all. But I mean, again,
how many strikeouts did Chris Sale have? Probably a little more than 170. Right, probably a little more than 170 because he didn't get called up in was it? April?
The year. He started the year. Yeah, it was late April when Skeens got pulled up or called up. So yeah, I can see the argument, but I don't know. I don't have faith in the writers. That's where I sit. So all those four get announced tomorrow and Thursday. So Cy Youngs go tomorrow, MVPs go Thursday. But I don't care about first team, second team. Who cares? Rookie of the year, we got those right with Skeens. How about Lewis Gill? How do you feel about that?
I thought it was okay.
No, I like it.
I mean,
he carried that pitching staff when Cole was out, so I'm not upset about that.
No.
Manager of the year, Stephen Vogt in Cleveland. I think I like that one because this was his first year managing, 2 years removed from being a player, so I think they got that one right. And then Carlos Mendoza, Pat Murphy, or Mike Schilt. Mets, Brewers, Padres. That's announced tonight. You know, I got to go with Mendoza on that one. And here's why. I have been on record of saying the Mets are going to Met and they need to blow up the team. And I said that back in June. So they proved me wrong. I'm okay with being proven wrong. But that's why I got to go with Mendoza getting that one.
That's fair.
What do you think? If not, If not, it's got to be Murphy because I wrote the Brewers out of the playoff picture at the beginning of the year. Literally
Yeah,
wrote about it, which you can
fair.
find on the Substack page.
That's fair. No, I think Mendoza is a
Okay.
good call for it.
Yep. Clemente Award went to Salvador Perez. I like that one. He is very active in the community.
He was out. He was caught out on camera playing wiffle ball in the neighborhood with
See?
some kids,
Exactly.
and then went and played that night or something like that, or maybe it was the next night.
He was out there. I like it. And that's what, and that's what as a player, I would love to see more players and more stories about players doing that.
Well, it's hard when you can't even go to dinner with you and your significant other
Well, he's also in
without
Kansas
getting
City.
ambushed.
He's also in Kansas City, which helps.
Yeah.
Not lying. There's certain
No.
towns, cities you could do that in.
Yeah.
Kansas City is one of them. St. Louis, not a chance.
No.
Not a chance. New York, not a chance. Los Angeles, nope. Even if you're playing for the Angels, no,
Yeah.
no. Oakland, you probably could have.
Maybe.
Just saying. Just saying. Gold Glove. Any complaints with Gold Glove winners?
Nah.
I really like Platinum going to Raleigh.
Yeah.
Honestly, truly, I don't know that I have seen and I'm not saying this because I'm a Mariner fan. I'm saying this just out of a observation of catchers. I don't know when the last time I saw anybody in the American League throw down runners like he did. I mean,
Yeah.
he mowed them down. Don't
Well,
steal
I
them.
mean, and hit from both sides of the plate as efficient as he did.
Oh yeah. Oh well. Did you see his frame rate on some of
Yeah, it
those
was
videos?
ridiculous.
He was 20 points ahead of the next person.
Yeah.
20 frames ahead of the next person. How do you do that? I love it. Silver Sluggers, we already talked about Salvador Perez. He absolutely, I don't have a problem with that one. I'm kind of surprised that they actually went with Vladimir Guerrero at first base for a Silver Slugger.
Yeah, that would
Whatever.
caught me off guard a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, outstanding DH, dude. That one is not questionable at all, Shohei.
Yeah, no.
Comeback players. Comeback players. Chris Sale. His ERA was 2.38, by the way. It's right
Yeah,
here.
not even close to Skeens.
No, no.
Yeah, it's low, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah. And here's a fun one for you. No matter how bad the White Sox were, Garrett Crochet.
Crochet.
Um, Crochet. I like Crochet, but whatever. Crochet, he was comeback player for the AL.
I can see it.
So, and he had 35.1% strikeout rate.
Yeah.
That's
It's
not a
because he
bad.
throws 103.
Uh, yeah, but he was also on the White Sox. Could you imagine how much better his record would have been? His
Oh,
ERA.
man. Could you imagine what everybody's record would have been better than if the
I'm
White
just
Sox
saying.
just weren't a team?
I'm just saying. Relievers of the year,
And y'all
Clase.
thought the A's were bad. Yeah,
No, the A's
the
were actually in.
A's were better.
Yeah, they almost took third place in the AL West. Almost. But the Rangers, the Rangers were Rangers, and they somehow snuck in a couple extra wins in there.
Barely.
However,
Oh.
I'm really glad Oakland, I nailed the over for season wins for Oakland. So they won me a few extra pennies. I was kind
Nice.
of happy about that. Actually, I think it was like I won $3 off of it. Mind you, it's 50 cents, but hey,
$3
$3,
pennies.
$3. Yeah. So a Class A reliever of the year in the American League, and Ryan Helsley with the Cardinals, which is not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. 79 strikeouts and 66 in the third. It's a pretty good rate per 9.
Yeah.
So, and then executive of the year, Matt Arnold for the Brewers.
I don't know who that
Different.
is.
It's the executive of the year. I mean, it's basically your general manager.
Oh.
Is really what it boils down to. Because
I don't pay that close attention. I don't care about that stuff. I just care about the game.
Yeah. Really, that's it. Them's the awards. Them's the awards. So there you go. Here's the fun one. I already told you I don't trust the writers, right? I don't. Just don't.
No, you
so
can't.
I'm saying, well, some of them are really, really smart, just vote very poorly. Some of them,
and some of the options are just obvious and plain as day.
Yeah.
At least in my eyes. At least in my eyes.
And they can't get it. You know, and you can't. One of the things that historically has been a gripe for me is the East Coast bias. You can't really say that with baseball writers because they travel enough. Oddly enough, and speaking of travel, the Angels or Dodgers, I don't remember which one, they actually had the most miles this baseball season. I think it was the Angels. Seattle was like third or fourth. And Seattle usually always has the most miles. Not this year.
I think it might have been the Dodgers because they had to go overseas.
Okay, you're right. Yes. But it was actually really close because they're on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And this year they had to go to the East quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, I think it was the Dodgers. Seattle was like third or fourth.
Because they had to go overseas too.
The Mariners?
No. That's this coming year, right? Or what do they get? Don't they get the Little League World Series?
Yeah. No,
that's
they do.
Is.
Yeah.
No, that's what I was trying to figure out in my head.
Yep. So which is a couple extra miles, but it's not like going to Japan like they have in the past, or like because Dodgers went to Japan this year, right?
No, I thought it was London.
Somebody went to Japan to start the season, and somebody, it might have been the Dodgers. I don't remember. There's so many travel things. Somebody went down to play in Mexico too.
That was the Rockies and the Astros.
Yeah, the Astros. Okay. At least had Houston, right? Yeah, there's so much international travel nowadays, I can't keep track of it. Don't want to.
Yeah, I want to say it was London, was LA, and New York.
I remember it was the Mets.
The Mets.
Yeah, I remember it was the Mets. So the writers, so that's why I say the writer, you can't say there's East Coast bias anymore because you've got East Coast teams going to the West all the time. Those beat writers got to stay up till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to get these things written out and whatnot. So
yeah,
the reason I don't trust them is because some of them have built-in biases, which you're a writer, man, be objective. I know you're writing about your home team. I know you write about the team you cover, but at least be objective when it comes to postseason awards or like the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. Great new class for Hall of Famers. We've got Carlos Gonzalez, Curtis Granderson, Felix Hernandez, Adam Jones, Ian Kinsler, Russell Martin, Brian McCann, Dustin Pedroia, Hanley Ramirez, Fernando Rodney, CC Sabathia, Ichiro Suzuki, Troy Tulowitzki, and Ben Zobrist.
Wasn't
Any
it
of
Manny
those?
Ramirez, not Hanley Ramirez?
No, it's Hanley Ramirez.
I swear I saw Manny Ramirez on there too.
He's on the ballot, yes, but these are all just
Oh,
first
the new
timers.
ones. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are all
I got you.
just
I
your
got
first
you.
timers.
Because I saw the whole list before. That's why.
Oh, we're getting to the whole list. I got the whole list. I was just going through the first timers. So, of the first timers, anybody there that sticks out?
Ichiro.
First timer, first
Yeah.
ballot Hall of Fame. I would
I
agree with you.
really like Felix too, but that's just because I'm biased.
Agree. I don't know that he gets first ballot though.
No. I
If
don't think
there's
he does. I think Ichiro does. I just wish that Felix would get in because he was like who
he was so good.
he was ridiculously good.
Yeah.
He has the
He
first
was.
and only perfect game in Seattle history.
Yep. Yep. The only other one that I could see that might have a chance in getting a first time Hall of Fame nod would be CC Sabathia. Don't know that he'll get it though.
That's a good choice. I mean, I think the stunt he had with the PEDs might
That's
have.
fair. I forgot about.
I think that might have knocked him down a little bit.
That's fair.
Because you could
Again,
say the same thing about Robinson Cano too. Just look at how good Robinson Cano was.
well, yeah, till he got caught with PEDs, but he got caught with PEDs towards the end of his career,
Yeah.
not the beginning. So,
No,
I
but
could.
still, whenever that happens, you always kind of
Oh yeah,
take
yeah,
chances with it.
yeah. Again, this is where I say, dude, the writers don't be stupid. CC
Yeah.
was good, no matter where he was. He was good. So, okay. So overall, this Hall of Fame ballot: Bobby Abreu, Carlos Beltran, Mark Burley, Carlos Gonzalez, Curtis Granderson, Felix Hernandez, Torrey Hunter, Adam Jones, Andrew Jones, Ian Kinsler, Russell Martin, Brian McCann, Dustin Pedroia, Andy Pettit, Hanley Ramirez, Manny Ramirez, Fernando Rodney, Alex Rodriguez, Francisco Rodriguez, Jimmy Rollins, CC Sabathia, Ichiro Suzuki, Troy Tulowitzki, Chase Utley, Omar Vizquel, Billy Wagner, David Wright, Ben Zobrist. You need five. Let's just pretend. Take five. Who you got?
First one, Ichiro.
Okay? If you need me to repeat anybody, just let me know.
No, I got the list right here. That's why I'm looking at my phone.
Okay.
Um, Ichiro was the first one. I might go Andy Pettit for the second one.
Okay. It's a tough one.
Felix, just because I love the guy.
Okay.
And he was good. Uh, I'm gonna put Jimmy Rollins in for my fourth
Okay.
spot because he was sick.
He was good. Not gonna lie, he was good. This one's tough for you. This is number five. You got to get the fifth one.
I really like Tulowitzki, but I'm gonna have to go A-Rod.
Oh, okay. Oh, hmm. Okay. Now, I said I think Sabathia could get it on the first time or as a first time ballot guy, but I don't think he will. So here's my five. Ichiro, number one, definitely. I actually think he'll be a unanimous vote getter as well.
If he's not, these guys are retarded, and somebody else needs to be in charge of voting.
Again, sports writers that vote, don't be stupid. That's all I'm saying. They just can't be stupid. Okay, so Ichiro, I was going to go with Rollins. Um, I I actually was surprised you did not go Billy Wagner. I got to go Billy Wagner. The dude was one of the best relievers I've ever seen. So I got to
He
go with
was
him.
he was really good. I just never really saw him.
No, I absolutely. So I like your Andy Pettit, so I'll go with Andy Pettit as well. Just can't go A-Rod. That might be some bias in there.
He's won rings though.
He has.
Has Tulo? Has Cargo?
I'm not saying that. Well, Jimmy Rollins won rings. One.
That's why I put Jimmy Rollins in there.
He won one. So
Yeah,
I got to go there. Oh, man, this is hard. Just because. I got to go Manny. Manny being Manny.
I'm not mad about that. Yeah, I'm not mad about that. That one's okay. I like that choice.
And again, he won rings. He wasn't always the best hitter, but he could hit.
Didn't he have a stunt with PEDs too?
No, not that I remember.
It was a Ramirez, I thought.
It was Palmeiro, Rafael Palmeiro. He actually is the big one because he said, I've never done any PEDs, and then his name's in the report for taking PEDs. So
maybe I could have. I don't know.
Alex did have kind of a controversy with some PEDs. I don't remember if it was post-playing days or towards the end of his career, but he never got punished either. So I could see
the guy did some shady stuff, but
well, yeah, but he's also getting ready to buy part of the Minnesota Timberwolves too.
You got to be kind of shady to win baseball games.
I mean, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right?
It's not cheating.
I didn't say that.
Pounding on a trash can is cheating.
That's true. And if Alex did do some PEDs, that is technically cheating.
No, yeah, then he would be off my list, and I would go Mark Burley.
Okay. I'm not upset with Burley. Not upset with that. I can see it.
Because didn't he get... Wait, no, wrong guy.
Well, Burley actually was really good, though. I think he had like a 1 year or like a 3-month stint in Seattle, which was like, yee, who's that guy?
I don't know. Dustin Pedroia? He was really good.
I can make an argument for Pedroia. I can. And he's been on the ballot a few extra years, so I wouldn't be upset if he got in. He's a Red Sox, but still.
I don't see Cargo getting in.
I love Cargo. I don't see
I do too. He was a great player. Helped the Rockies a lot.
I just don't
make
see
it to the 07 World Series or whatever. Or was that before him?
No, he was part of that team. He was a part of that team.
Same with
I think he was a rookie that year, though.
Same with Tulo. I don't see anything.
I think what really hurt Tulo, though, is he got hurt.
Yeah.
And once that first injury hit, he just was not the same. So, man. Okay. For me, I guess Jimmy Rollins is A. Omar Vizquel is B. Because Omar Vizquel did things that I've only seen one other shortstop do. And that shortstop played in St. Louis.
And let me guess, his name was Ozzie Smith?
I mean, you might be right. Not going to say he was a magician or anything. But yeah, you might be right.
Not the backflip guy.
No, not the backflip guy.
He never did that.
Yeah. So anyway, that's all I got, dude. You got anything else? Except we need to get tickets to the Kraken game.
Yeah, go Kraken.
We got to get tickets for that. And that's coming up here quickly.
They still got another month.
Yeah, we might have to wait till after Mom gets back from vacation, though. Because that way I can confirm with her that she isn't working that day.
That's okay.
So, and that gives you a couple extra paychecks, too, by the way.
True.
Did you get paid what, weekly?
Yeah.
Weekly? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And I got a little bit of a pay raise, so that'll help.
Yeah. Pay raises help all the time.
It's not a lot, but it adds up.
It's extra money. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I'll go back to, hey, $3 is $3.
Yeah. Wish you could say that.
Yeah, I wish I could say that. A lot. But, oh well. I don't know. What else? Oh, speaking of, did you see the Bruins fired their coach today?
I did see that, yeah.
Oh, that for as good as Boston was the last 2 years, what happened?
If anybody is mad at me for saying this, I'm sorry, but boxing is scripted.
Oh, you're that upset about the Tyson fight?
I'm not upset at all. It's just plain and obvious. It's plain and obvious. You go back and rewatch the fight.
That first round, dude.
No,
Tyson won that first round.
And the second round. He won the second round. But if you watch the third throughout, there are shots that Mike Tyson did not take, and he probably could have knocked, rocked, and dropped Jake Paul. I'm not kidding. If you go back and rewatch his old tapes, he does that exact same move, but clocks the guy.
Okay,
it doesn't matter if he's 58. It doesn't matter. You go back to 5 days prior, he was doing the same exact thing to his trainer. The same exact thing to his trainer, and all of a sudden you're going to be that tired. I get fatigue as a thing at 58, but he had no fatigue during his hour workouts.
Fair assessment. Also, his trainer was not 26 or 20. What? How old is Jake Paul? 26?
27.
27. So Jake Paul can move. Jake Paul actually looks like he's out of shape.
He put himself in places where Mike Tyson should have broke his jaw.
Yes, I'll agree with that.
And Mike Tyson held back because he knew he couldn't, or else he wouldn't get paid.
Hey!
If you go back and look at it, look at the video of now this is probably all controversial, but you can see Jake Paul's lips saying I got your money.
See, I didn't. Okay, so I had to stream it on places that I can't say. But I got cut out because of Netflix. It was horrible.
I was on Netflix and I got cut out a couple times.
Exactly. That's my point. Mine was more than a couple times, but that also might have been because of the website. But
and it's all over the place. You go anywhere and search Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, and it's everywhere. I think boxing is scripted. If you watch UFC, all of that's legit, real. Even the Serrano fight before that. How did Serrano lose?
Yes.
Explain to me that.
Dude, the number of punches that girl landed, she's brutal. By the way, I want to be either of those two in a dark alley.
Katie Taylor should have lost, and she got deducted 1 point.
Yes, I fully agree.
How does she still win? It's scripted. There's no way. It's scripted.
That's fair. I respect that take. I do. I respect that take. The
Be
Paul,
mad at me all you want. I don't care.
No, the Paul Tyson fight, dude, that was so boring. I wanted more action, truth be told. It was boring.
I'd rather go watch a horse race.
Yeah, because most of the horses are at least moving.
Mike Tyson should have knocked Jake Paul. Just go
Well,
if you go rewatch it on
conversely,
like YouTube or something, you'll see what I'm talking about.
oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about. I might not have been paying full attention, but I saw him talking during the matches.
Even I watched that entire fight, and you could see Mike Tyson's not do anything. He
No, he
he
didn't.
purposely didn't go after him the last 5 rounds, 6 rounds.
6, yeah, yeah. Also, do you think it was done so they could have a build up to a second fight? Because Tyson said he's ready to go again. You go again, you're going to be 59 or 60 before this next time it hits. And at that point in time, does Jake Paul say, "Nah, you're a senior now. I don't want to be accused of elderly abuse"? Because I can see that.
I don't know. If I'm Mike Tyson, I'm saying, look, dude, you're 27, but I can still end you. There's no way Jake Paul should be standing.
No, but
I don't
in
care.
Jake Paul's defense,
He's
in this fight.
He's a good boxer. He's a good boxer.
Not in
Don't
this
get me
fight.
wrong.
Dude, some of the punches that guy throws are legit punches, knocking people down.
Absolutely. But I guarantee if you put it, even he should have lost to Mike still. But if you put him against anybody his age with close to the same record, he's going to lose.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't understand Jake Paul. I don't.
He does it for the money. He wants to be seen. He does it because, oh, look at me, ha ha ha.
Yeah, but he and his brother are pretty genius starting this prime drink. And have you ever had a prime drink?
Yeah, it's not that good. It's too sweet.
Yeah,
I have to dump half of it out and fill half of it up with water, and then I can drink it.
I had one. No.
Yeah,
Mom got them for free from the fire department, and I had one. I'm like,
You have to water it. They're better with water.
Oh, I can buy that.
If you water it down.
I can. Speaking of big fights, did you catch any of the UFC fight on Saturday?
Yeah, John Jones is unreal, dude. John Jones is a scary man.
I ain't arguing. I ain't. That place was, dude, that place was wild.
If I had to step in the ring for 25 seconds with John Jones, I wouldn't do it.
You're in an octagon and you're going to be looking for a corner in the first 5 seconds to try and hide. That's me.
I would jump out. I would go up to him, touch his gloves, and then run and jump out.
Okay, you get your choice.
But listen, if you give me some training, give me some weights, give me like maybe 2 years to get developed and stuff, I'll beat Jake Paul. Easy.
I was just about to say, take your choice. 30 seconds in the octagon with Jones, or 30 seconds in the ring with Tyson.
I really don't want to take a Mike Tyson punch. I really don't want to take a John Jones kick. Can I choose C, get hit by Derrick Henry? Even though that one's going to hurt?
I don't know that I want to get run over by Derrick Henry.
Do you want to get punched by Mike Tyson?
No.
Do you want to get kicked by John Jones?
No.
I'd rather get ran over by Derrick
Okay,
Henry.
let's throw a little qualification in there. You got to take one blow. I don't care what kind of blow from Tyson. A jab, an uppercut, I don't care. Or one from Jones, be it a kick or a punch or anything. One blow. That's all. 10 million is yours. You just got to take one blow.
I'm going Mike.
Here's why I say Mike.
No, listen. This is why I say Mike. I'm saying Mike because I'm saying, look, dude, if you don't hit me hard enough, I'm going to be in so much pain. You better knock me out so I don't feel a thing and give me that cash, baby, when I wake up.
Here's why I say I'll take the Tyson punch. Everything's above the belt. MMA, dude, they can kick you anywhere and everywhere.
Besides the
groin. Yeah, besides the groin. They're going to kick you in the head, the face. They're going to throw a punch at you right in the gut.
Yeah, I'm taking a Mike Tyson punch. Square to the jaw so he can knock me out. And then I get $10 million.
I like it. I
because when I wake up, I'm going to forget about the pain because I have $10 million sitting on my lap. I'm not even going to ask any questions. Honestly.
You're also going to forget you're in the hospital, too.
I'll also forget how to talk for a while. But that's okay because I'll have $10 million.
Who needs to talk with 10 mil, right?
How'd you get that?
I don't know. Yeah.
So you got to say.
Yeah, so. All right, well, I got nothing else. Do you? One last time?
Nah.
Okay, well, I can tell everybody that does decide to watch this or that is now listening, Ethan is working hard at trying to get a special guest on. I've reached out to a couple people, see if we can get a special guest on as well from my end. If you've got a suggestion, go ahead and drop either of us a line. Ethan, where can they send you a hey, try this one?
You could do it on Facebook or Instagram or personal friends know me can hit me up on whatever.
There you go. Just search your name, obviously.
Yeah. Just search my name. It'll most likely pop up. I don't know. I haven't searched my name myself. I'm not that interesting personally, so.
I don't search my name. And the only time I really search my name is to see if I'm a wanted individual or if I'm dead.
Oh.
Which, interestingly enough, if you do search Aaron Casey Cheyenne, you may see the other Aaron Casey who is a felon.
Nice.
Yeah. State Patrol actually made that mistake one time.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, that was an interesting phone call.
Ain't that cool?
Just saying. Also, he was on the front page of the Wyoming Tribune Eagle years and years ago because he had been arrested for larceny.
Nice.
Yeah. He used to be a city employee, too.
He's making a name for you, huh?
He is. He's doing a good job, too. Actually, I haven't seen his name lately, so I don't know if he's even in the area.
That's fair.
But you could. So, yeah, if you have a suggestion, you can also drop me a line. Right there. That's my X handle. Or Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Just search me. Aaron Casey. Or you can drop a line on the First Pitch Strike page on X, Snapchat, or Facebook. I know I check those regularly. Ethan, I think you still have access to Facebook, don't you?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably.
You should, because I've never revoked any of your rights.
I just don't look at all.
It's fair. That's fair. So, anyway, that's where you can do it. Obviously, if you're listening to us, you found us on your favorite podcast platform. Share us with others. Share us with your friends. One other thing you could do is stop by Substack, look up First Pitch Strike. That's where I do some writing. I submitted something about a month ago. Started a project that might be a project that I release on opening day because the research is quite extensive. Oh, I made a bad decision with that topic. But it's
Nice.
okay. Yeah, it's actually quite entertaining. Sometimes teams that you think win really don't. And teams that are
No.
really, really bad, yep, they're really, really bad.
Did you see the Mets got Jose Siri today?
No.
Yeah, they picked up Jose Siri. And they made an offer to Juan Soto for $660 million.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
But that's all I got now. Sorry, that just hit my
No,
brain.
you're good. You're good. We can discuss free agency next time. I like that. Unless we get one of the special guests on that we've reached out to.
Hopefully they reply.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So anyway, on that, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Ethan.
Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.
Stay warm. It's cold.